Hi, and thank you for watching us here at Tax Talk UK, where we talk about all things tax and consider other important aspects of working for yourself, being self-employed and running a small business. So today, as part of our bite-sized series of demo videos showing you how to use your Quickbooks software, I'm going to show you how to set up products and services for your invoicing. Before I do that, if I could please ask you to take a moment to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you'll easily be able to refer back to this information if you should need to, as well as finding other information that we have on a whole host of different topics, including our playlist of other demonstrations showing you how to use your QuickBooks software. So back then to products and services and setting them up. So if we just pop into the demo account, and we are now into the dashboard. So what we're going to be looking at is when you raise an invoice, setting up the products and services, which means that all of the things that you sell are already set up then in QuickBooks, and you don't have to keep typing the same information. So there's two places that we could go to do this. So we could either navigate to the sales and look at the products and services, and here you will see products and services already set up in your QuickBooks software. So we can go from here to do new, or we could just navigate if you are actually already in your customer invoice. So if we go to start to raise a new sales invoice, and you actually got to the point where you realized it wasn't there, you can navigate from there. You don't need to come out of it. So let's raise an invoice here. So it's down here when we get to the product service. So here, if we look at the drop down menu, we can see all of the products and services that are all set up that we just saw when we went for the list. So let's imagine that the one that we need to set up is not there. So we're going to add a new one. So if we do add new, and this will take us to the same place as if we'd have added new from the list. So let's say that it's a non-stock item, something that we're not tracking the stock on. I want to keep this simple and focus on the showing you how to set up the product service. And obviously, if it's a service, then you would select service. So the name, this is let's call it something like clothing. Again, if you're using categories or classes in your QuickBooks, then you can select this, but again, they're not essential and not everybody will be, so I'm not going to worry about that. So the description is what's going to come out on your invoicing. So let's say that this is for a promotional sweatshirt. And this, if we have a standard price for it, then we can put this in. Now here, where it says the income account, if we put the drop down, this is our categories. So this is actually the categories, the accounting categories that are already set up into our QuickBooks software. So our nominal codes, if you like, or accounting categories, whichever you prefer to refer to them as. And what we want to be doing here is saying, well, this product or service that we're setting up, which of our income categories do we want this to go to in our accounts? So we want this to go to sales of product. So that's what we're going to do. And then if it's got a default for the VAT, we can select this. And then if we save and close, we'll be back to our invoice, and our item, as you can see, is now there in the product service list. So you can see here the description that we put in when we set up the product is entered, and we can change that if we want to. And we can also change the rate. So the information that we set up is just to help you not to have to keep re-entering the same information, but it can be modified or amended as necessary. So if we said that we were selling 3 of these, the VAT, again, all of this is per how it was set up. and we can save that invoice. And if I come out of that and I go back to the products and services, then you can see that that item is now here in the list. And if we realised afterwards that we'd made a mistake, or perhaps if the rate or something in the description you wanted to change, you can simply select the edit, and that will take us back to what we set up earlier. So hopefully this helps you to understand why you would use the product services facility in your QuickBooks software, but also how to go about setting up and editing. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.